everybody. Welcome to the horror show. I'm Marcia Parker.
I am Jaime and Fuego.
And today we are going to do a review on Cigarette Burns by John Carpenter.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, it was directed by John Carpenter, Cigarette Burns, and Udo Kier, the German actor's name that I could not recall, along with Kristopher Redman, and then we have Mr. Norman Reedus, and this is before he got so big and beloved for his hunkiness on The Walking Dead.
I don't know, I have always liked his big hunkiness.
Woo! Ever since the Boondock Saints days, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is him not necessarily taking out guns and shooting corpses or anything crazy like that. This is more of the psychological, methodical. It's kind of a mystery type horror film, right?
Yeah, he really has to use his noggin for this one.
Yeah, as opposed to blasting noggins like he does on The Walking Dead. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, so Norman Reedus is basically, he's an investigator, but he's a film enthusiast first and foremost.
He hunts like obscure items, mainly movies.
Mm-hmm. Owns his own little theater of sorts, and shows small independent art films and stuff like that.
Right.
Which is what he's tasked to track down, right?
Yeah. Which leads us to the big collector of movies and interesting things.
The German actor's name I could not pronounce, Mr. Udo Kier. I hope I'm not butchering that too terribly, but he's obsessed with a film that...
it's Le Fin Absolu du Monde, which, there you go, means absolute end of the world. And he is completely obsessed with this movie. Like, he cannot live, eat, sleep, drink without thinking about getting his hands on a copy of this film, which there's only one copy that everybody says has been destroyed.
And it was only shown once in public from what the legend says, and the audience that saw it, that something kind of wild happened.
Something happened really weird. We don't want to spoil too much about it, but it caused them to never show it again. They confiscated the movie and destroyed it. Allegedly.
Yeah.
But he has a good source that tells him that not so much.
Yeah, so he has to travel to Europe and start this investigation for this collector. It takes him to France, which is where the film, was originally, made, and over a few other areas as well, trying to track down this crazy film that apparently induced such a reaction. Film is the type of art that induces our reactions, am I right?
Right.
Makes us feel stuff and sometimes do stuff.
Yeah, they had a great slogan in the beginning. It says the tagline is, film is like magic, in the wrong hands it's a weapon. And they really dig into that throughout the whole film. They really let you know with the mystery and the intrigue that there's something just off about this film, and it really makes people do weird things come to them, and then they start seeing cigarette burns in real life. And another awesome quote that they said in there I want to refer to is that cigarette burns, they help the audience know that something is about to happen, and if you take them away, it's chaos. So
the calm before the storm in some ways. Then.
Yeah. So it really kind of leads you into what is this movie? I want to see it, and he just won't stop because by the end of it, he's like, oh my gosh, I have to see what this movie's about. You guys keep telling me no.
At that point. Yeah, and why wouldn't he be after being on this search for so long and trying to find it? Your level of intrigue is going to rise and rise, even if there's all these negative stigmas and all these legends about how crazy it is and what it could do to you.
Right. I mean, he started seeing some things. I don't want to get too involved in that, but
Don't get spoilerific for you on
right.
it.
Yeah. So you really got to see a little bit of the stuff happening to him, but it just kind of made him want to know even more, and it makes you keep wanting to know more, and that's
what this review will do, is make you want to know more.
I don't want to tell you what it is because, really, you have no idea what it is until the very end, and you have to watch it all the way through. And the movie isn't that long; it's an hour.
Yep, and that was the thing about the Masters of Horror show. It was kind of like a throwback to Tales from the Crypt and Tales from the Dark Side and The Outer Limits and that whole anthology horror thing. Mick Garris, who's a buddy of Stephen King's, done many of his films. He put it together. I'm kind of sad that it didn't last as long as it could have. This was one of the highlights of the whole series. 2005 is when it was put together. It's 2015 now. Seemed like the proper time to, talk about a film that maybe just slipped under the cracks.
Yeah, I was really excited to watch it because I was at the edge of my seat, what is gonna happen? And the acting in it is awesome. They did
Norman
a
Reedus,
fantastic
he
job.
brings it. He's good.
Yeah. There were a lot of more practical effects than I would say any. I don't think there's any CG.
Nothing really. Great makeup in a couple instances where it was necessary.
Yeah, it was really, really well done. Especially for such a short film like it was. You don't really see a lot of
Hollywood caliber production values for a TV series, but
right.
it was Showtime, it was pay cable, so they're always on par from my experience.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they did a really good job. So, anything else you want to add? Music.
There's so much more I want to add, but
yes.
that we cannot divulge just yet.
We're trying to do the same kind of can't tell you what it
Yeah.
is. You gotta watch it.
But this is John Carpenter, top form. I mean, his stuff most recently, The Ward, and kind of hit and miss for me. But this is just showing the glory he can still reattain. He's an awesome director. He builds tension very well. The entire film, it broods and it builds, and the edge of your seat. Just like Marcia was saying. So
I was a little worried at some parts that I was gonna end up killing myself after watching the reveal, but
hey, and our viewers just
it
might.
came
You
close,
never know.
But
She's here to talk about it, folks. So hallelujah.
yeah, so I survived, so you will too.
Yes, and you will have fun nonetheless. And the more fun is going to be when we actually get to to discuss those juicier details that we discussed. Then.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so go watch it, and then
It's the most important part. Cigarette burns. Watch it. Track it down.
Let us know how you feel about it. How, if you felt the same or what your favorite gory part was. Like I have mine. Well, that will do it for Cigarette Burns. Come visit us at our website at thehorrorshowchannel.com.
You can find us on all forms of social media. We have Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Let's connect, follow, like, and share, man. We also want to give a great shout out to Big Chris Art, who put together that rad photo of so many classic killers playing some cards. So gracias to you, Chris. We greatly appreciate it, man. And until next time, when we see all you scaretastic peeps, stay scared.